Hi, welcome to the new video series on the workbook exercises to go along with Syntax a Generative Introduction. My name is Andrew Carnie, and I'm the author of the textbook. In this video, we're going to look at tree drawing using the coordination rules. This is Workbook exercise 3.5. We're going to use two rules here, in addition to all the previous rules we've looked at. These include the two coordination rules. We've got XP goes to XB conjunction XP. This allows you to take a phrase of any category, that's what X stands for, it's a variable that stands for any category, and conjoin it with something of the identical category. So if you've got two noun phrases, you can stick them together and create another noun phrase. So, for example, we might have a noun phrase that consists of two bits. Joined together, we have two noun phrases that go together with that conjunction. The second rule does the same thing with heads. So we can take two nouns and conjoin them together into a new noun. And that's what we're going to be doing in this exercise. So let's start with a relatively simple example. This is the phrase, the pen and pencil, where we're conjoining together two nouns. If we're starting at the bottom of the tree, what we're going to do is we've got pen and pencil. Those are both nouns. And we have a conjunction. We're going to stick those three things together using the second rule and create a noun. Then, because our noun phrase rule allows you to put an article like the before a noun, we're going to construct a noun phrase with the determiner the. So this gives us the pen and pencil. Let's do another example. This one is similar, except instead of conjoining together two nouns, we're going to be conjoining together two noun phrases. So one noun phrase is the yellow pencil, and the other one is the big pen, and we're sticking them together with this conjunction and. So we're going to construct the two noun phrases by themselves first, and then we're going to conjoin them together. So we have the big pen and the yellow pencil. The is a determiner, big is an adjective, pen is a noun, and is a conjunction. The is a determiner, yellow is an adjective, and pencil is a noun. First thing we do in constructing our noun phrases is just like what we did before. We're going to start with our adjective phrases. So nothing modifies these adjectives, so we just stick an AP on top. And then our noun phrase rule allows us to connect a determiner, an adjective phrase, and a noun, and a determiner, an adjective phrase, and a noun. Now we have two noun phrases. We can use our conjunction rule to stick those two noun phrases together if there's a conjunction between them, and create another noun phrase on top. And that looks like that. Okay, we can also conjoin together other categories. So in this case, we're conjoining together two prepositional phrases, in my mouth and into my belly. So let's construct those first. We have in my mouth and into my belly. This is a preposition, this is a determiner, this is a noun. Here's our conjunction. Here's another preposition, determiner, and noun. So first of all, we're going to construct our noun phrases. We would do adjective phrases first if we had any adjectives, but we don't. So we have a determiner followed by a noun, that's a noun phrase. Determiner followed by a noun, that's a noun phrase. When you have a preposition followed by a noun phrase, you have a prepositional phrase. And we have two cases of that. Now we have two identical categories, a PP and a PP, and we have a conjunction between them. What we're allowed to do in that circumstances, when these two categories, the two PPs, are identical with a conjunction between, is we can construct a third one right on top, and that gives us our conjoined prepositional phrase. Here's a case where we have a conjoined verb phrase. So the sentence would be, he ate pizza and guzzled beer, but we're just going to do ate pizza and guzzled beer, the conjoined verb phrase. We have ate pizza and guzzled beer. Ate is a verb and guzzled is a verb. Pizza is a noun and beer is a noun, and is a conjunction. Now, our verb phrase rule, as you know from before, requires a noun phrase rather than just a noun. So we have to close this off by writing a noun phrase on top. Because the next rule, the rule that uses the verb phrase rule, requires a noun phrase, not just a noun. So we're going to stick those together into a verb phrase. This is a verb. We get a verb phrase. And when we have two identical categories with a conjunction between them, we're allowed to create a constituent that is of the same category that has all three bits in it. Now here we have an interesting case. We have a case where we have conjoined sentences. Let's assume that sentences for the moment are just TPs. So we're going to conjoin this TP, he went to Paris, with this one, she went to Rome. But is a conjunction that can connect those two sentences. So let's construct those two sentence trees first. So he went to Paris, but she went to Rome. The he is a noun, went is a verb, to is a preposition, Paris is a noun, but is a conjunction, she is a noun, went is a verb, to is a preposition, and Rome is a noun. Now, as usual, nothing modifies this noun here, so we have to go to a noun phrase to incorporate that into a prepositional phrase. We have a preposition followed by a noun phrase, and we do exactly the same thing over here. We're going to stick those together. And a verb is allowed to take a prepositional element, so we can construct a verb phrase here. But here we have the additional element of the subject-noun phrase. We're going to make sure that's a noun phrase, not just a noun, because the sentence rule requires an NP and a VP. We stick these together into TPs, and then when you have two identical categories, a TP and a TP with a conjunction between them, we can construct another TP right on top, joining those three things together. And that's how you do conjunction.